Hello, Brenda over here at Blasterworks, and I am sitting here at my desk trying to figure out what I'm going to do for June's Scrappy 8 challenge. The prompt is Trashure Hunt, and and I was thinking and thinking. I think the reason I'm having a hard time is because I did we had a similar prompt in our first year, and I had given it, and it was trash to treasure, and I did this. So it was Mule, and he's looking in the trash can, but he sees treasure. You know what I mean? To him, it's not trash; it is treasure. So that was that one. That was Trash to Treasure. Vera's is Trashure Hunt. All right. Now, Vera came up with a play on words for Trasher, and I love it. That was just so brilliant. So, Trashure Hunt to me was okay, I need to find trash this month and then utilize it. So, I went on my Trashure Hunt, and I do it while I'm riding my bike. And so far, I found this, and this is a charcoal bag that you use to clean the air, like in your car, your rooms, whatever. It's supposed to purify the air. But I found one of those, and I've already deconstructed it. So I took it all apart, and I cleaned it by hand just to get all the dust, the charcoal dust out of there. And this was on there like that. So I don't know if I'll be using that or not. And then so far I've found just some stuff laying on the ground. Well, actually, this was off of an Amazon box of mine, so I just tore that off. But I like big, bold graphics like letters and stuff like that. So that's why I was drawn to that. So now I'm thinking, okay, and I need to get more, and I can also look in my trash bin. Although I would rather it be trash that I found during the month of June, I may have to find other stuff because the end of June is quickly coming quickly almost here. How's that? Okay. So, and not the only, but the best thing I can think of is to make a cover. Okay. So, not this cover. I already have Scrappy 8, 2026 there. I'm just saying a cover for my journal. And this is a good size. I can make a cover out of it. So that's the route I believe I'm going to go. And then on the front, I will put Blasterworks. I have already played around with some on a graffiti app, and I got this. All right, so I've already played around with that, and so I'll probably put that on the cover. And then on the inside, I'm thinking I'll get some more, just things, trash, and sew it onto the inside, which means I will probably get brown paper, like garbage paper, and then glue these onto that, and then sew that into there. Is the route I think I'm going to take. And mind you, I still got to try to keep it thin. So then to do that too, I think I'm going to have to start putting these are blank. I'm going to have to start putting this together. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm just going to glue this to the next page like that, and then glue this, being mindful of the interaction there. So I can only glue around the edges to the next one like that, and then glue this to the next one like that. And so I'll have the beginning of the journal already kind of put together. And then I'm not going to attach this to this. I won't be able to until the end, I believe. So I don't know if I probably won't attach. How am I going to do that? Yeah, see, so I don't even know. I might, yeah, I'll figure that out as I go. See, that's where I am. So I just kind of know the aesthetics of what I want to do, but not how I'm going to do it. So this is just the introduction. And then from here on out, it's just going to be me figuring it out, but it's probably going to take a while for me to get there. But I just wanted to get the video started so that once I start working on it, I can just record from there. Okay? All right. Hold tight. real quick here, change of thoughts. I had put the fabric fusion down because of this. I wanted to peel it off, but it seemed like the fibers on this were coming apart if I tried to do that. So I figured maybe if I put the glue on there, the fabric fusion, that it would adhere better. Obviously, it came through in some spots, and I don't know. And then when I tried to dry it, it will melt this. See how it melted that? So I don't want to dry it. Ideally, I would like to get this back part off, but I don't think I can now that I had already done that. So now I got to try to figure this out. So I think what I'll do is I'll cover the front with Mod Podge just to make it all maybe one color, like the dark, which I don't mind the dark if it dries dark, because it'll make my thing stand out a little bit better, I think. And then I decided, well, if I'm going to put Mod Podge on, I might as well adhere this to it. And I did end up cutting out the drips. I was able to with my scissors. So yeah, so I don't know. Like I said, I'm just kind of playing it by ear here. And then I was gonna, as you saw, I was gonna put this as the background, but then I was looking through my magazines that I got at the flea market, and I found this image, which I think I will sew and just keep it simple. You know what I mean? This is just a cover, so I think I'm gonna sew that to the inside of this and make this the inside and just leave it at that. Just because that'll just be so much easier. And I could probably glue this to that too. Maybe I'll glue this to that and see if it goes through and darkens this at the same time. Let me get some parchment paper or wax paper. Let me see, what if my belly paper would work? No, I better get some parchment paper. Hold on. All right, so what I'll do is I will put some Mod Podge down, or maybe a matte medium or something, to try to glue this to that first. Let's do that first, and then put something a little bit harder because this thing is kind of lumpy. Okay, and then see what it looks like on this side before I do anything more to this side. I mean, I guess I could just paint it too, but I kind of wanted to keep it as trashy as possible. But yeah, well, that'll be my backup plan. If I don't like the way it looks, I'll just paint. I'll paint this side like a darker gray. But for now, yeah, I think this on the inside for the inside cover will be good. It's black and white. It's simple. It kind of matches my my cover a little bit nicer. But anyway, and then also it was trash because it would have been a magazine that was eventually thrown away. Of course, someone sold it to me, but yeah, still, I'm taking it as trash. Trashure, my trasher. Okay, so let me see. What should I use? Should I use Mod Podge or just matte medium? I think I'll just try matte medium, and hopefully that will hold it down. I don't know though, because this is kind of glossy. This is a little bit glossy, but I think it would stick. I can always sew around it again too. Yeah, maybe that's what I'll do. And I'm just keeping it big right now because I'm not sure. Once I get the thing in there, I'll trim it. So maybe when I sew it, I'll sew around the edge, but then I'll also make a little, sew around the inside. Maybe I'll just do like all over the place, kind of sewing. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'll just kind of go wonky with it. All right, let's just try matte medium. Or should I do Mod Podge? Decisions. All right, I don't need glossy though, because it's going to be covered. I think I'll just use up some of this. Open it. Oh, goodness. I'll use up some of this. All right. Do I have like an old brush to use on this? I have lots of old brushes, but that one's kind of too crappy. Oh my God. If you guys can see my desk right now, because I have my trash talk up here for tomorrow. I have, because I need to start my July trash talk journal. I got Scrappy 8. I got all kinds of crap up here. I got the paint for Koa colors up here. Oh, all right, let's just dab this on here and see what happens. Probably don't need that much, but whatever. Just spread it out. I probably should have used this at the beginning instead of the fabric fusion. should be working on the yard today, but honestly, it is Saturday, but I'm just a little, it's not too much left to do back there, but there are some things that I need to do. But we're going grocery shopping today, so. All right, let's just put this on here now. The best to my abilities. All right. Oop, moved. Okay, let me just take that off of there. Oh yeah, it did go through. See? Ay, ay, ay. Try not to get that on my fingers here. All right. All right, let's see. I can let that dry now. All right, so I think I'm done for now, because I can't bind it or anything yet until I'm done with the journal. But this is how it turned out. I like it. Yes, I used pink. Thought I would surprise you guys with that. This is the inside so far. And once I figure out how I'm going to put it all together, this will fit in here. And I know already that I may have to trim the edge of the journals later. After I get it all done, I'll do one trim, and so that it fits nicely in there. It'll go like that and then just slide in there for now. But yeah, this is it. This is my Trashure Hunt so far. And like I said, I still have to bind it. And if I come across any other trash that's worthy, I may add it to it. But this year I'm trying to keep it simple and easy. So that's it. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Know that I love y'all, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Tschüss.